supporting him, and sometimes
she's talking about a portrait
you take a picture, you're not
with the president of Eritrea, who's a dictator.
And sometimes I actually, like when people come and visit me, sometimes I refuse to take pictures with them because I know that the picture is going to be used. In that instance, so that was something that just happened, but I do want people to know that I'm quite aware of the situation in Eritrea. But I want to see, because Eritrea is kind of in one of those countries that is a mystery. Hands off, nobody goes there, nobody knows anything that was happening, kind of like North Korea. And so sometimes I think it's important, if there's an opening and if it's possible that that country might go in a good direction, or we might be able to influence it going into a good direction, it's important for us to do that and play that role. So this is about the House Judiciary Committee. I'm sure you've been following that in the news. We've had some interesting hearings there. We had a hearing with the guy on the family separation policy. We had a panel on that. And I mean, these guys are, I don't know, what makes you want to monitor girls' menstrual cycles? I mean, the guy there was doing that because he didn't want the young women to have abortions. And so he was monitoring their menstrual cycle. He was the one that intervened to stop a young woman, a girl, she was a teenager, who had been raped. He didn't want her to have an abortion. Now the interesting thing is that if her baby was born here, then her baby's a U.S. citizen, and then what you gonna do? I mean, it was just bizarre. Anyway, so we have been very aggressive about what is happening on the border, and also bringing administration officials to the committee, because for the last 2 years, when the Republicans were in control, there was no oversight. I mean, the Trump administration did whatever it wanted to do, and there was no oversight at all. So now that we're providing oversight, the president has resorted to calling it presidential harassment, because he's never had to be accountable in his entire life. So being made to be accountable feels to him like harassment. But anyway, this was just explaining what some of the hearings are. Now, we had a hearing this last week that allowed the chair of the committee to issue a subpoena for the Mueller report if we don't get it in the next few days.
Let's get it. Release the report.
The subpoena hasn't been issued, but if we don't get it, then it will. And if they don't abide by the subpoena, then we have to take the administration to court. So this is talking about the Congressional Black Caucus. As Darren mentioned, 55 members, 9 new members. 3 of our members are in top leadership of the House. Hakeem Jeffries is the Democratic Caucus Chair. Jim Clyburn is the Majority Whip. Barbara Lee is co-chair of the Steering and Policy Committee. CDC members chair 5 full committees: Homeland Security, Education and Labor, Financial Services, Maxine Waters, chairing Space and Technology, and 20 of our members chair subcommittees. The co-congresswoman has just entered the room, Congresswoman Diane Watson.
Oh, there she is. Yup. That's right. That's right. That's right.
So one of the things, I just want to mention this, one of the things that the Congressional Black Caucus is doing this year is going around the country and going to different communities and talking about the work that is being done. So in June, I'll have a delegation of CDC members here. We're going to do a hearing on criminal justice reform to talk about some of the reforms that have taken place